All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I'm Sanjay Mattu. The headlines. Government says no documents to be asked for or biometric taken for National Population Register. Iranian Foreign Minister says India can play a significant role in de-escalating tensions in Gulf region. FASTag norms for 65 toll plazas with high cash transactions relaxed for 30 days. US and China sign first phase of trade deal after over a year of negotiations. And in sports, Indian wrestler Sunil Kumar reaches gold medal bout of Rome ranking series. The government has said that no documents will be asked for or biometric taken for the National Population Register, NPR. Home Ministry officials said that a form carrying questions as part of the NPR exercise will be finalized soon. They added that most states have notified NPR-related provisions. The NPR is a register of the country's usual residents. The exercise will be carried out between April and September 2020 in all states and union territories except Assam. It will be held along with the house listing phase of the census exercise. Assam has been excluded because the National Register of Citizens exercise has already been conducted in the state. A high-level committee set up to suggest ways for providing constitutional safeguards to the indigenous people of Assam has been given an extension to submit its report. The Home Ministry has issued a notification saying that the committee has been given an additional month, that is, from the earlier 6 months to 7 now. The committee was set up in mid-July last year by the Ministry as per Clause 6 of the Assam Accord. It includes 13 members with retired Justice Biplab Kumar Sharma as chairman. The committee will assess the appropriate level of reservation of seats in the Assam Legislative Assembly and local bodies for the Assamese people. It will also recommend appropriate level of reservations in employment under the Government of Assam for the Assamese. Iranian Foreign Minister Javad Zarif has said that India can play a significant role in de-escalating tensions in the Gulf region. He was speaking at the Raisina Dialogue in New Delhi yesterday. Zarif said New Delhi can help improve the situation as India is an important player in the region. He was also asked if there's a diplomatic solution to the spike in tensions following the killing of Iranian General Qasem Soleimani. Zarif answered that Iran is ready for diplomacy to ease tensions but not interested in negotiations with the US. The visiting foreign minister also called on Prime Minister Narendra Modi yesterday. During the meeting, Mr. Modi mentioned India's strong interest in peace, security and stability in the region. He also reiterated India's continued commitment in developing strong and friendly relations with Iran. The Prime Minister thanked the Iranian leadership for the progress made in the Chabahar project and its inclusion in the Special Economic Zone. India has slammed Pakistan for again trying to raise the Kashmir issue in the UN Security Council last night when it failed yet again to find any support. China stood alone in the Pakistani corner to get the Council to focus on the Kashmir issue. The attempt failed as other member countries felt that Kashmir is a bilateral matter between India and Pakistan. India's permanent representative to the UN, Syed Akbaruddin, said Islamabad needs to focus on ensuring normal relations with India.
Pakistan's practice of using false pretenses to distract from addressing the malaise that afflicts it has run its course today. We hope that going forward, Pakistan pays heed to the clear signals sent out today and focuses on the hard task it has to address to ensure normal relations with India.
The budget session of Parliament will commence on the 31st of January and conclude on the 3rd of April with a recess in between. The first phase of the session will be held from the 31st of January to the 11th of February and the second from the 2nd of March to the 3rd of April. President Ramnath Kovind will address a joint sitting of both Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha in the Central Hall of Parliament at 11 a.m. on the 31st of January. The 7th Conference of the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association, or CPA, India region will start today at the Legislative Assembly building in Lucknow, Uttar Pradesh. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla will inaugurate the conference in the presence of Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath. Governor Anandiben Patel will address the valedictory session tomorrow. More from our correspondent.
Around 100 delegates of 15 state assemblies and representatives of some foreign countries have reached Lucknow to take part in the 7th conference of CPA India region. Governor of Madhya Pradesh, Lalji Tandon, will address the inaugural session today, while Deputy Chairman Rajya Sabha Harivansh and Union Minister of Minority Affairs Mukhtar Abbas Naqvi will deliver the keynote address during the plenary sessions. The main theme of conference is role of legislatures. During the plenary sessions, delegates will discuss the capacity building of legislatures for scrutinizing budgetary proposals and enhancing focus of legislatures on legislative business. Sushil Chandra Tiwari, AIR News, Lucknow.
The Reserve Bank has asked banks and other card-issuing companies to provide customers the facility to switch their debit or credit cards on and off. The move is aimed at enhancing security for digital transactions. It said at the time of issue or reissue, all cards should be enabled for use only at contact-based points of usage, that is ATMs, and point-of-sale devices within India. Saksham, a people-centric fuel conservation mega campaign of the Petroleum Conservation Research Association, or PCRA, will be launched today. The month-long mega campaign will be inaugurated by Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Dharmendra Pradhan in New Delhi. During this campaign, PCRA, along with oil and gas companies, will carry out various activities like Saksham Cycle Day, cyclothons, and seminars for women on adopting simple fuel-saving measures. This campaign aims to spread the message of fuel conservation and greener environment across India. The PCRA has already been creating public awareness about fuel conservation. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts. FASTag norms for 65 toll plazas with high cash transactions have been relaxed. This will allow them to convert up to 25% of FASTag lanes of Fee Plaza into hybrid lanes for 30 days. The Road Transport and Highways Ministry has done this on the request of the National Highways Authority of India so that citizens are not inconvenienced. Our correspondent reports that these 65 plazas are located across the country, including Uttar Pradesh, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Punjab and Andhra Pradesh.
The government has rolled out FASTag-based electronic toll collection mechanism from 15th of last month across all toll plazas of the NHAI. It had mandated the use of FASTag for at least 75% lanes of toll plazas and had restricted use of cash mode of payment to a maximum of 25% lanes. FASTag-based toll collection system has been rolled out across over 527 national highways. A FASTag uses radio frequency identification technology to enable direct toll payments from a moving vehicle. Now the drivers will not have to stop their vehicles at toll plazas to pay tax. With Dipendra Anand Kumar, AIR News, Delhi.
The training of astronauts for India's first human space mission, Gaganyaan, will start from this month. Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, Dr. Jitendra Singh, said this in New Delhi yesterday. He said 4 astronauts have been identified for the mission and their training will take place in Russia. Gaganyaan will be the first ever human space mission conceived of and developed in India. The Union Territory of Ladakh is hosting the first ever food processing summit to attract investors to the region. Ladakh has a vast scope for investment in food processing in horticulture products like apricot, sea buckthorn, apple and agricultural produce like buckwheat and barley. The summit aims at encouraging local entrepreneurs to begin startups to tap this potential. Students, teachers and parents across India are eagerly waiting for Prime Minister Narendra Modi's interaction program Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020. The event will be held at the Talkatora Stadium in New Delhi on the 20th of this month. He'll answer questions and interact with students on how they can beat examination stress. Last year, in the second edition of Pariksha Pe Charcha, Mr. Modi had said that students should focus on acquiring knowledge to enrich their lives without worrying about examination results.
अगर एक बार मन में तय करें कि ये एग्जाम 10वीं कक्षा की है, ये एग्जाम 12वीं कक्षा की है, ये मेरी जिंदगी का कसौटी नहीं है, अगर इतना से हम सोच लें तो हमारा जो भार है, बोझ है, वो भी कम हो जाएगा और शायद उस एक काम के लिए हमारा फोकस बढ़ जाएगा.
AIR News talked to HB Nainson Anil, a class 9 student of Topopki Government High School in Chandel district of Manipur. He said he's prepared for a healthy interaction with the Prime Minister during the event.
I am very happy to know that my son has been selected to attend the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi's interactions program Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020.
Mr. Anal's father said that he is happy his son is participating in the program.
Prime Minister's message to students, teachers and parents. How to beat exam stress and come out with flying colours? Tune into AIR News at 11 a.m. on 20th January. Listen to Pariksha Pe Charcha 2020.
Welcome back. You're listening to Morning News. The United States has signed the first phase of a trade deal with China. This concludes more than a year of tough negotiations, including several months of suspension of talks between the world's two largest economies. In his remarks, President Donald Trump called the signing of the trade agreement a momentous step to a future of fair and reciprocal trade. The first phase of the trade deal includes intellectual property protection and enforcement, rebalancing U.S.-China trade relationship, and effective dispute resolution. The deal was signed by President Trump and Chinese Vice Premier Liu He in Washington. However, President Trump has refused to roll back the massive tariffs imposed on the import of Chinese goods. In wrestling, Greco-Roman grappler Sunil Kumar sprung a huge surprise in Rome yesterday. The 20-year-old reached the gold medal round on his maiden senior-level appearance at the season's first ranking series event. He defeated Venezuela's Luis Eduardo Obando Rojas in the semi-finals. He'll now fight it out with Hungary's Victor Lorinc for the top prize. Two more Indians are in medal contention, with Ashu in the 67 kg category and Sachin Rana in the 60 kg category reaching the bronze playoffs. And now news from Khelo India. Boxing, wrestling and basketball will kickstart the day at the third Khelo India Youth Games in Guwahati today. Medals will be decided in cycling, shooting and wrestling. On day 6, Maharashtra is still leading the medals tally, followed by Haryana and Uttar Pradesh. Our correspondent reports that Khelo India is successfully fulfilling the motto of promoting sports talent at the grassroots and boosting the Fit India movement.
Tripura's Priyanka, Kerala's Nandini and Assam Jinu Gogoi are some of the new success stories of this game. 25-meter pistol silver medal winner Delhi's Ishika said Khelo India scholarship gave her a big support to continue shooting.
This Khelo India has provided enriching facility and actually it is also providing permanent 10,000 rupees as stipend.
Madhya Pradesh Neeru, who got gold in Medstrap event, said Khelo India helps her lot.
बहुत खुशी मिली हमें मेडल लेके गोल्ड और रिकॉर्ड बना के जाए यही है इस फाइनल में इंडिविजुअल में भी और मिक्स टीम में हमारा गोल्ड है.
This is just a beginning. We will find many more success stories till the game end on 22nd of this month. With Manas Pratim, Shashank Kumar, Khelo India, Guwahati.
In Madhya Pradesh, a unique initiative has been started in Ujjain's Mahakaleshwar temple. Divyangs have been allowed to perform the Bhasma Aarti of Lord Mahakal through the VIP quota in the world-famous temple. And now for a look at today's newspapers for the major stories, it's over to VC Pramod.
Thank you, Sanjay. The centre's outreach on Jammu and Kashmir is prominently noticed on the front pages of many papers. The Indian Express reports 36 ministers will go to Jammu and Valley this week. 5 for Valley, others to visit districts in Jammu to spread info on schemes. On the attempts to raise the Kashmir issue at the UN Security Council, the Hindustan Times writes, China isolated on J&K in informal UNSC talks. Regarding the hanging of the Nirbhaya gang rape and murder convicts, the Pioneer reports, High Court angry as Delhi government, prison authorities say January 22nd execution not possible due to pending mercy plea. And finally, on the redevelopment plans for the Central Vista in New Delhi, the Hindustan Times says new Central Vista to be expanded to Yamuna Bank. And with that, it's back to you, Sanjay.
Thank you, Pramod. That was a look at today's newspapers. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Government says no documents to be asked for or biometric taken for National Population Register. Iranian Foreign Minister says India can play a significant role in de-escalating tensions in Gulf region. FASTag norms for 65 toll plazas with high cash transactions relaxed for 30 days. US and China signed first phase of trade deal after over a year of negotiations. And in sports, Indian wrestler Sunil Kumar reaches gold medal bout of Rome ranking series. And for details of these stories and more, log on to our website newsonair.com and News on AIR app. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.